What are you worth? I say that because I had a conversation with a friend of mine today who had taken on a new job working in a warehouse, which is really what I don't think she should be doing based on her skill set. And obviously I've worked with her before, so I'm speaking from personal experience. And she was only making about $17 an hour. And she worked there for about 3 months and just recently quit that job. And she said, everyone around me thought it was crazy for quitting that job because they're like, it's a great job. You should stay there. The money is good. And I was like, well, is it really? And it wasn't. She was not happy with the income she was making. She was not happy with the environment, the very negative environment she was telling me. Her family members and friends and people around her were telling her it's great, but in her being and soul, she didn't think it was that good. So she called me and asked me, what would I do in that situation? So I wanted to share that with you guys and give you guys, the advice I gave her. And that is, well, what are you worth, right? Each of us has skills, aspirations, things that we want to do with life, and very few people act on that. I remember back when I was teaching high school, everyone was like, wow, you're teaching high school phys ed, that's a dream job for most people. And it is, don't get me wrong, totally is. But it wasn't my dream job, right? I didn't enjoy it. Sure, I can work there and make good money and have a pension, benefits, all the things that come with teaching. But for me, I wanted to experience life a little bit differently. Life is short. You should really go after the things you truly desire and want. And obviously for me, I'm a big health advocate. I'm about helping people as much as I can, making these videos. I like videography. I started taking all my passions and figuring out how can I monetize this and make it into a career. And sure enough, over the last decade, I've been able to do just that. Now you may think, oh, Chris, you're lucky, you're fortunate, you have all these opportunities. And I hate to say it, not really. You have to kind of do it yourself, right? Life is always a reflection of your ability to perform and your ability to create what you want out of it. And how you do that is obviously through massive action, personal developing yourself, and trying to find a way to make a career business that people see value in, right? Bob, my old mentor, used to always tell me, you're always paid in direct proportion to the service you provide, but also the problems you solve, right? The bigger the problem you solve, the more income you can generate from that. The smaller the problem you solve, well, obviously the income will reflect that as well. Now, not telling you guys that money's everything, because I've worked with guys who are super wealthy and very depressed. And I work with people who are making minimum wage and love their life. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, what is it you truly desire and want? And what are you worth, right? And start thinking about things in your life that you are passionate about. Start thinking about opportunities or careers that you'd like to jump into, and then just do it. There's no crazy thing out there that you can't accomplish if you really just get focused and try to do it. Now, obviously, there's some stipulations. I'm not going to say, hey, Chris at 5'8" is going to be an NBA basketball player. That's a little delusional. It's not probably going to happen. But there's certain things that I enjoy doing that I could see myself doing long term that fulfills me and also solves a problem for somebody. Hence, fitness for me, or making videos like this, or shooting videos for companies. Those are things that people need help with, and obviously I have the way of helping them accomplish those things. Now, how did that happen? Work, right? I taught myself everything. I would spend hours on YouTube learning how to make videos. I would go and practice and shoot things. If you follow me on social media, you see I post something every day, and that's not only for me to challenge myself every day, to keep myself accountable, just like exercises, but also hopefully inspire somebody else. Be like, man, if Chris is doing that, I want to try that too. And that to me is why I do what I do. And so the questions you got to ask yourself day in and day out is, are you living a life that you truly want? And if the answer is no, you just got to change it.